You first.
Thank you.
You're going to let me in first for a second. How are you?
In you go.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. You're quite tall, aren't you?
I'm quite tall. Taller than you. How tall are you?
Well, I'm 5'10", but I've got heels
I
on
did a
today.
match-up with Elle McPherson. Should we do a match-up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you're taller than Elle, you're taller than me.
Your legs are crossed opposite to me, which
What
is
does
like
that
bad
just
body
sound?
language,
Here we go.
exactly.
How about this?
Okay, Lisa Snowdon, great to see you.
Very nice to see
Well,
you.
that's a pretty hard, firm handshake.
Strong.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Gonna
Battery
put the
in.
battery in.
Do it.
You can kind of count down.
Okay. 2, 1, and we have
We're
lift
start.
off.
We've got lift off. Okay, tell me how you first got spotted as a model.
As a model, it was a weird story. I was dancing on a podium. I wasn't paid to be there. I just hopped up there, out on a night out with my friends, and this lady came over to me, and she basically tugged on my legging, and she said, "Excuse me, have you ever thought about modelling?" And I was like, "Absolutely not."
Was that honest? Was that
It was
true?
honest, because I was this gawky little teenager, and actually a lot of girls at my school, well, not a lot, but 2 girls, had already become models, and in my eyes, they were just stunning. And also, I'd become a big fan of Christy Turlington by the age of about 14. I remember seeing her on the cover of Vogue, and I just thought, who is that woman? So for then somebody to say to me, would you like to be a model, I actually thought they were joking. Honestly, I did. So,
Look, we've used up with
No.
one answer, 45 seconds.
I talk a lot. I'm
Okay.
so sorry, Matt. Okay.
Transition
Yes.
from model to supermodel.
Yes,
Who
that
sort of
didn't happen
decides
to me.
that?
Well, I think it was back in the 90s. It will never be again.
You've
People
been described as a supermodel.
Yeah, I know, but to be a supermodel, it's like you have got to have shot every campaign out there. Supermodels, Christy Turlington, Linda Evangelista, Cindy Crawford, Stephanie Seymour, Claudia Schiffer, those are the supers, Tatiana Petits. And it was that era where these women were just so powerful, so gorgeous, just freakishly, amazingly perfect, and like I said, did every campaign, every show.
Now you're presenting another series of Britain's Next Top
The
Model.
5th series already.
In it, a girl with anorexia is featured.
Yeah.
Do you think that sends out dangerous messages to women, girls?
As most models are very, very naturally thin, and that's just the way they are shaped. So I think the show, for some people, some people won't enjoy watching it for that reason. With this particular young lady, it was a tricky one for us to put in. She had thorough tests to make sure that she was strong enough to be in the competition. And what I love about the story with this young girl is the fact that when she came into the competition, she brought this disease with her. And this competition has helped her so much. And a lot of people won't agree with that. But when you look in the mirror when you're an anorexic, what you see isn't what you get. You've got that body dysmorphic, you don't see how you really are, and you continue to starve yourself. With the competition, it gave her a sense of purpose, it gave her a focus, and she fell in love with the industry, she really did. And she was told on numerous occasions that she has so much potential, but in order to make it as a model, she needs to be strong and she needs to put on weight. And also we were able to give her the photographic evidence to show her how she really looks. And so it really built her back up again and gave her strength and made her see that look, we've gone through another 3 minutes.
We've had, and still having,
Yeah.
big debate about size 0. Is the industry changing? Do you think there is still huge pressure on girls and women to be unhealthily skinny?
I think there'll always be pressure. I think we put it on ourselves. I think we read the magazines, we're constantly comparing ourselves to these unobtainable images. I mean, these images that have been lit and retouched, and nobody really looks like that in real life, but we think that, we're bombarded with these images and we're like, that person's too big, that person's too small, where do we fit in? So I think there's constant pressure.
You made it with curves.
Yeah, I did.
Have you always been comfortable in your own skin?
No, you go through stages as a youngster where you're not happy, but I certainly was bullied when I was very young in junior school. I was very, very, very skinny. And then I was slow developer, late developer, grew in all directions and became quite comfortable in my skin. But you go through a lot of different stages as a young woman.
I want to ask you a bit about radio presenting.
Yeah.
So you've built a career on looks. Now it's all about personality.
I hide it, yes, in a studio.
Are
in
you
my
enjoying
pajamas.
it?
I love it. It's brilliant. I laugh for 4 hours. Work with Johnny Vaughan, who's an absolute genius.
You have to get up ridiculously early.
I have to
or
go
quite early.
Well, yeah, 4:45. I'm sure some people still get up even earlier than that.
I can't believe you haven't actually asked to borrow my alarm clock, because it would be the perfect thing to get you up in the morning.
Are you offering that to me as a gift?
Well, it could be a memento of the interview.
Going off with those 2 bells at 4:45 in the morning, I would kill you. I would curse you every morning that I opened my eyes.
What time do you go to bed? As it must have totally changed your lifestyle.
Well, yeah, I mean, most of the time I like to get bed at 9 o'clock. Last night The Apprentice was on, so I had a late one. I went to bed at 10 o'clock.
Naughty.
Oh, rock and roll.
How do you wind down? What sort of stuff do you do? Do you have lots of exciting hobbies that we just wouldn't know about?
Not lots of exciting hobbies. I love going to the theatre, to the cinema, to gigs. I love cooking, just seeing friends, hanging out.
What do you cook?
I cook lots of stuff. I cook stir fries, I cook chicken dishes, roasts, salmon, lots of healthy stuff. I quite like lots of fish and chicken and stuff like that. But then I quite like steak and chips with the roasted tomatoes and...
Still go out dancing with your girlfriends?
Very occasionally. I went out on a Friday night a couple of weeks ago and we stayed out till very, very late. And
how late is very, very late?
About 5 o'clock in the morning.
Big from any ambition?
Just to keep working and to keep loving everything I do.
Have you loved this interview? Because we got through a whole Lisa Snowdon interview without mentioning George Clooney.
Yay! It's a first.
Although that might slightly have been cheating, if we keep it in.
You'll keep it in.
Really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.